The latest attempt to bring peace to Libya picks up where many others have failed, with leaders and representatives from 30 countries gathering just across the Mediterranean in Palermo, Sicily. One key goal here, to get behind a new UN-led election timeline, beginning early next year with a dialogue among Libyans themselves to decide what kind of democracy they want.
We want to ask them clearly during the national conference, what kind of elections do you want? Parliamentary, presidential, etc. And what kind of law do we need? Because we don't have a law. The House of Representatives has been meeting all the summer, but it has been sterile, let's face it, producing no law on the referendum, producing no legislative law. So I think we need a wider representation.
When NATO bombs helped rebel fighters to overthrow Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, it was far from the end of Libya's troubles. 7 years later, the country is divided between warring militant groups and opposing political factions, each claiming control of vast swathes of territory. The peace conference in Palermo brings together Libya's major opposing sides, as well as some of the key foreign powers with influence in the region. So Fayez al-Sarraj, who heads the UN-backed government in and around Tripoli, will be joined by General Khalifa Haftar, whose breakaway army holds much of the east. Battling for control of the south, meanwhile, are ethnic tribes and cross-border criminal gangs. While the UN backs the Tripoli government, General Haftar has the support of Egypt and Russia. The United States is there too, of course, keen to bolster its influence in the resource-rich North African country. Libya's difficulties are further complicated by the competing interests of European Union rivals Italy and France. Both have energy investments in the country and back opposite sides. While France wants to stabilise the lawless south with its proximity to former French colonies in the Sahel, Italy wants an end to the flow of migrants across the Mediterranean. If all concerned can rally behind the new UN plan, that would be a minimal measure of success here. But it would amount to little more than a contribution to the peace process, still a long way from peace itself. Jonah, Al Jazeera, Palermo, Sicily.